first time that ever since Apple moved to make in India, there is a launch in India. Last few months, we've seen that there were Apple stores which were launched in Mumbai as well as Delhi, which is where today, for the new range of iPhone 15 and several watches, there's a launch that's happening today. We're here at the BKC's Apple store, where you see people have queued up ever since early morning. There are two separate queues. One is that of pre-booking. The other one is also of people who are walk-in customers. Right here, this is the pre-booking queue. There were two options that people had. Apart from India, there are 40 such countries where the launch is happening today. There are several people. This is the pre-booking line that we see, and there's another line for people who are walk-in customers. There is an option available for people to either pre-book or, for that matter, even walk in today. This, in fact, shows a big move of Apple from the earlier switch wherein the production was happening in China, but now it's in India. The new launch, the new range of products, that is iPhone 15. There are 4 iPhone products that are being launched: iPhone 15 Plus, Pro and Pro Max. For the Pro and Pro Max, there are titanium versions that are available. Whereas when we speak of iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, it is in pastel shades: green, yellow, pink, white. This in fact is more subtle shades as compared to the previous models of Apple. We've seen that there is a new trend wherein people have opted for crystal clear covers, and which is why now this new range would make it inevitable for people to opt for that trend, because the colors are quite soothing as compared to the previous ones. Also, when you speak of range, over the last few models, iPhone had moved towards 128GB. The 64GB version was stopped, which is where the first model, that is iPhone 15 128GB, would start from 79900, which means around 80,000. Next model would be around 90,000. This is an upward range as you compare to other parts of the world where you speak of iPhone prices in US, or for that matter Dubai. The range is anywhere 10 to 15,000 lesser than that in India. So this in fact range is a higher range in India, because Apple is still seen as a luxury product. When you speak of different features for Apple, this is an upgrade also. We are seeing that the USB-C type USB Type-C C-type is being adopted for a universal model, so that iPhone can then be connected to monitors and speakers also, for that matter, because we've seen that a common problem that iPhone users used to face was the fact that it was not a universal connectivity. I'll also again show you the visuals of those who have gathered here early in the morning, because usually the stores open by 10 a.m. in the morning, but for this special launch we are seeing that Apple stores have opened really early in the morning, that is around 8 a.m. and this is in fact the launch day. We had seen the similar kind of a buzz amidst people when the Apple store was being launched. There was a similar queue for people who had gathered here, and today again for the launch day we're seeing the same kind of a buzz. Of course, for those who've pre-ordered or even who are planning to buy iPhone today, there are several offers that are being available. But speaking of the features again, the Apple 15 and 15 Plus now comes with a dynamic island notch. This was something that was earlier available with the higher version, that is the Pro and Pro Max, for the previous versions of iPhone. Apart from that, it is powered by A16 Bionic chip and 48 megapixel rear end camera. Like we've mentioned, USB-C charging port is there. Of course, for the last few launches of Apple, they had discontinued the adapter in the box in order to ensure that they go eco-friendly. Also, this is because so that no electronic waste can be generated over it again. Apart from that, like we've mentioned, titanium finish for Pro and Pro Plus models, and the zoom-in features are that of 5x Plus. So these are the features that are available in the new iPhone. We try and speak to some of these people who've gathered here, see what their buzz is like, what is it that they have gathered here for purchasing. So you are among the people who've gathered here. You all have pre-booked iPhone. बताइए क्या एक्साइटमेंट था? आज आपने ऑलरेडी प्री बुक किया था, कौन सा मॉडल प्री बुक किया है, और सुबह 8 बजे में आप आके यहाँ पे खड़े हैं, तो क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप?
मैं तो 7:30 बजे आ चुका हूँ. मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट था. 15 प्रो बुक किया है, पर यहाँ पर आने के बाद पता चला कि इतने लोग भी आ सकते हैं यहाँ पर. मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था कि इतने लोग प्री बुक करके रहेंगे यहाँ पर, और एक्साइटमेंट है। अभी बस एक ही स्टेप है, अंदर जाएंगे, ले लेंगे।
ये बताइए कि इसके पहले आप कौन सा आईफोन मॉडल यूज़ कर रहे थे और अपग्रेड क्यों कर रहे हैं?
मैं एंड्रॉयड यूज़र था, पर मैं अभी आईफोन पे इसलिए स्विच कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे व्लॉगिंग करना है। मेन मोटिव वही है, व्लॉगिंग करना बस। और कैसा प्रोसेसर वगैरह भी हाई है उसका, और मतलब यूज़र फ्रेंडली भी है। उसका जो यूआई है अंदर का आईओएस, तो वो बहुत अच्छा लगता है मुझे, इसका इंटरफेस बस।
आप बताइए, you've gathered here. Were you an iPhone user? Were you an Android user, or what is it like?
I am an iPhone user since day one, ma'am. I'm super excited for this. I've booked 15 Pro Max. My earlier model is 14 Pro Max, so I'm a very loyal iPhone user.
So do you upgrade your phone every year?
Absolutely, on first day only.
What is it, that you find attractive about iPhones?
Everything, the usage and all, everything, the iOS, everything is super excited. Super nice, very nice.
And you've said that, you've been an iPhone user since day one. Which was the first iPhone model that you had?
iPhone 2, the first one which came.
Do you still have any pictures or anything of them?
No, I've missed that.
Have you seen the transition from iPhone 2 to 15 today?
It's very great, ma'am. It's very nice. What they offer is really nice and it's too good, ma'am. Thank you.
So here we see that there are several Android users who've now decided to switch towards iPhone. For that matter, iPhone loyalists who are right here, right from people who had the first versions of iPhone. Technology is something that we've seen is attracting people towards iPhone with the Android users. Even earlier, we've seen that even for Mac products, what's being done is for those who are into designing, or for that matter, vlogging. The features when it comes to the technology that is offered in iPhones, also for that matter for graphic designing, the tools that are offered in Apple products is something that keeps people attracted towards iPhone. And here we see the same kind of a crowd that has gathered, right from iPhone loyalists to also, for that matter, those who are making the switch for technology, or for that matter for features as well. Same kind of a crowd. Those we've seen that over the last few years, India has, for that matter, seen the surge towards vlogging. People are more into technology also. There are a lot of people who have decided to use designing as a career, which is why we're seeing that Apple products are giving that kind of space for people to explore their profession, also try hands-on on these new technologies that are available in the iPhone, and also other Mac products, which is where we see that this switch has taken place. And here, right behind me, there's a huge queue which would go on until a few hours, and we'd see this queue keep increasing. Those people have gathered here from 7 a.m. in the morning, and we are giving you this reportage right from outside Apple store at BKC.